All right. Um, this kind of just like impromptu kind of discussion, just something to talk about before I forget. So I'm once again at the student center here in Los Angeles, and I've posted some videos. But people that watch those videos, you'd ask yourself, what is this guy talking about? So by the great mercies of God and through the help of Jesus Christ, by the Holy Spirit pointing out in my spirit, people don't know where I'm coming from. So, uh, just to give a flash, a little idea of what's going on, some background stuff, so we can kind of catch up and understand um, where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to do, or what God is trying to do. Because I'll only do what God instructs me to do. Won't go any further than that, because God is the one that enables us to do according to His good pleasure, not ours, not mine. According to His good pleasure. So once again, just officially to introduce myself, my name is Sama Daniel Boni. Okay, I was born in a country called Cameroon, in a city named Bamenda. That's in the Northwest Province. So when I'm talking with you, if you have detected an accent, you're wondering, "Oh, that's not American. Where's that coming from?" It's because I was raised in a country called Cameroon. I've been here for a little over 10 years in America. I came 1 month before the 9/11 attacks. 1 month. I came into the country August 24th, 2001 to be precise. Okay. Uh, I came in on a student visa, but I'm now a permanent resident. So I have a green card. Okay. Um, now, now that you have a little bit of a background, what I'm talking about. Now, let's see why do I write the things I write on Facebook? Why do I post what I post on the internet? One thing we have to understand is what? I came into this country to study. What I met was an onslaught attack on my personality. Uh, People connected with the underworld um, launched out an all-out attack on my character. Um, this was done secretly. Since then, I've faced a lot of problems, but I've seen God has seen me through. But this is just following biblical prophecies about the downfall of certain organizations that have controlled our world up to this point in time, and they're not going down easily. They're putting on a fight. On the news, you're hearing the cinema attacks. uh, you're hearing about, now they say Michael Jackson's mom went missing. So this is not no joke. Police officers uh, taking out their frustration on the crowds. Um, and part of the thing of these crowds is they're dispersing these people because they don't want to gather together to in a common place with a common goal, where you know someone like myself can pass out flyers to inform them of what's going on. This is part of why they're doing what they're doing. But God has many ways of doing things. Obviously, God doesn't need for crowds to gather before we can pass out things. There's ways to do things, ways around that. but this part of the panic that is going on, which is very well understood. Um, Multiple attempts have been done to snatch me secretly, and last night was one of them. So when you hear about earthquakes, they're reflecting things that happen in the spiritual. They tried again last night. They'll keep trying, you know. It's the devil is stupid like that. He knows he can't do something, but he's gonna try it anyway. So um, now I'm talking. You probably think I'm rambling. Let me switch back again so you can catch up while I'm saying these things. In this life, there are certain people that have ability to be creative. You understand? To be creative. This ability comes from the human spirit. Because human beings don't want to believe in God, uh, learned people, wise people, people that have gone to school and studied, they, some of them, most of them, don't want to give credit to God. They don't want to believe in God. So what they did is they claim that the right side of your mind is a creative part of your mind, and it's just something random that people build with evolution. This is the lie they put out there, they perpetrated. Truth is the creative ability. People that are talented, that are creative, you know, people like Michael Jackson, like the Whitney Houstons, like the creative people, like Steve Jobs, people that come up with creative ideas and innovative ideas and break new ground. They do that from their spirit. Uh, what enables the human spirit to do that is the Holy Spirit. Now, if you don't have the Holy Spirit, angels, angelic beings can endow you with that ability. They have the ability to endow you with that ability to be creative, or to be, or to give you, or to give you a particular talent. These are done by spirit beings. They're all around us, but you can't see them unless God gives you the ability to, or the devil. The devil can also give you the ability to see spirit beings. There are people out in this community that can see spirit beings, and God can give a human being the ability to see spirit beings as well. Um, and then there are people that are mediums. They can hear what spirit beings are saying, and they would say it in the natural. There are people that are called mediums. They can do that. A medium can be working for the devil. You call them magicians. The medium can be working for God. You call them prophets. Okay, there are two sides to the coin. Your prophet, or your they call them having familiar spirits when you're working with the devil. Magicians, they have familiar spirits. They can communicate between the natural world and the spiritual world. Okay, prophets can communicate between the natural world and the spiritual world too, but they work for God, and they work in open. They don't go in hiding because they're working for God. People with familiar spirits usually tend to be secretive in what they do, because what they're doing is they're helping the devil in the act of killing, stealing, and destruction. So they have to be deceptive. They have to lie, and to lie, you have to do it in secret. You do it in open, your lies will come out. You have to be secretive about it. Okay, you have to make an endeavor to be secretive about what you're doing. When you work for God, you work in the open, so everyone sees that what you're doing is of God, because you're not being deceptive. You're trying to build. You're trying to do good. So people have life, and life in more abundance. This is your aim. This is your goal. When you're working for the devil, you have to do it secretively, because you're killing, stealing, or destroying at some level, and you don't want your lies to come out to the open. So we have these two sets of people in the world that act as links between the natural world and the spiritual world, or what you call the supernatural world. Okay? Now, people in this category of mediums that work with the devil or that have familiar spirits, they have the ability to tell